Saturday haul on for you guys today, and I'm going to start off with a pit stop that I made at Walmart this past week. I got a couple repurchases. I needed another one of the CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Creams. I just keep repurchasing it. I like to mix it with the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm every single night. It's the last thing that I put all over my face at nighttime, and I'm probably got a fourth left of a jar, so I grabbed another one of these guys. It's just like a thick, moisturizing, wonderful cream. It just does really well by my dry, sensitive skin type. So I got another one of those, and then I also grabbed two of the Shea Moisture African Black Soap Calm and Clearing Bar Soap. These are 8-ounce bars. They come in a cardboard packaging now. For a while I couldn't find this, and I kind of had a mild freak out. But they used to be wrapped in plastic, so they went from plastic to cardboard, and that was why I couldn't find them for a while. So happy to report they are back in stock at retailers and stuff. But this is a product I've been using for years to clean my makeup brushes, and also I use it every single day to clean my makeup sponge as well. So I got two more of those guys because I just cracked open my last bar of that. I also grabbed two of the Ardell brow glues, instant lamination lift and styling tool. It does come with like a little brush with a flat end if you want to like smash them down. I just use the Morphe double-ended one because it's a metal tip, and this one's just a little bit more flimsy that comes in here. But I was almost out of the one that I was currently using, and I love the Maybelline Super Lock tinted as well, but I really like this one if I want a lighter brow. It doesn't deposit any pigment and it dries translucent. So the Maybelline one, I used up several tubes of the clear version of that as well, and I do really like that formula. Obviously I've got, you know, the tinted version and use that quite often as well. But with the clear one or the non-tinted one, my brow hairs would lift, and then it was like you could see the product. It almost looked like a wax or something in your brows, and it's very unflattering. And that's after like a few hours of like wear and stuff like that. I still really like that product from Maybelline. I just have to be a little bit more strategic about how I put it on. And the hold isn't quite as strong as the Ardell, the Maybelline Super Lock. Neither the tinted or the clear one is as strong as this right here. So funnily enough, Ardell brow glues are some of my favorite. I like the tinted or the black version that you can just paint on with the little brush. I tried, because I had one, I was like, let me just try clear lash glue and see what happens. Yeah, don't do that. It didn't work out as well as this product does for a glue. So I bought two of these because the only place that I can really find this product, and I've looked at several other places as well, like Target and Ulta, in the stores at least. They might have them online, I don't know, but is at Walmart. So I don't know what's up with that, but I really love this because it really individualizes the hairs. You can see them really well, and then the hold and the lift is just awesome. So again, I'm almost out of the one that I'm using, so I picked up two more of those. It is what I have got in my brows today, lightly, with the NYX. Oh no, wait, I actually used the e.l.f. Holy Strokes Microfine Brow Pen today. It's lighter in comparison to the NYX pen, and I didn't like this, and I mean, I shook it and shook it and shook it and then stored it upside down, and then I was starting to get product out of it a lot better. I can tell for the short amount of time that I've been using it, though, it's running out very, very quickly. It does say shake well on the tip, but this is lighter, and the kind of the tip of it's a little bit finer in comparison. But I was able to get the product to start coming out a little bit more fluidly when I kind of beat the pen up a bit after I originally hauled this. So I've actually got the neutral brown shade in the e.l.f. Holy Strokes Microfine Brow Pen with the Ardell in my brows today, and I really like that combination for just a little bit lighter color in my brow, if you will. So yeah. And then I saw a new mascara from Covergirl. It's the Lash Blast Bond Mascara. It says 5 times volume, instant definition. I got it in 800 Extreme Black, 0.44 fluid ounces of product, and this guy here is made in the USA. So this is the packaging, and the tube comes with a separate stopper, and then you put the wand inside of there. And I used to use Covergirl mascaras, the orange tube of this, for years. I can't remember off the top of my head what that was called. So I wanted to try one because it's been a while again since I've tried one, and I really, really like the wand on here. It's a rubber bristle wand, and it's curved, and it really grabs lashes well and defines them. I would say 3 coats but I can consistently like layer it up. I don't need to let one coat dry or anything like that. And the look is really nice. Again, I like the wand and I like the looks the formula gives, but this smudges on me. And I was like, no. And I kind of had an inkling that it might. And I think that's maybe what I had discovered, because I was getting like these black, like shadow bits right here in my eyes some years back. And I was trying to figure out what, well, it's the mascara. It's a smudge and it's like a slow throughout the day, like blinking, like smudge or whatever. Anyway, this one does smudge on me. It does the same thing right in the inner corners right there. And when it comes to mascara, either flaking or smudging, I prefer the flaking ones over ones that smudge, because the flakes you can just brush off, you know, your face usually. The smudging ones, not so much. You have to like get like something damp or try to wipe them off, and then there goes your concealer and all the things, right? So other than that, it's a nice formula. I was really sad that it was smudged on me. So yeah, I just got it in extreme black, really pretty lilac packaging. That's unfortunate. That again is the new CoverGirl Lash Blast Bond mascara right there. Also at Walmart, I seen this display for a collection with Profusion and Peanuts. And I love the peanuts. Who doesn't love the peanuts, right? So I grabbed 2 products from the range, and I haven't purchased something from Profusion in a hot minute. So I got the Bouncy Blush Duo. This is what the packaging, the box packaging looks like. It's made in China, and there's a total of 0.09 ounces and 0.19 ounces. So the smaller pan and the larger pan. And the actual packaging is so cute. It is so cute. And there's actually a sticker that comes inside as well. Very, very cute little packaging there. Unfortunately, that's where the goodness for this particular product comes, because there just really isn't any pigment. I think I think the pan is, this is like popping out of here. Interesting. But this is a putty type of a texture, and it's not very pigmented. Like, I can't get it to pick up on a brush really well. I can't really get it to pick up on my fingers really well. And I can't get it to pick up on a sponge very well either. Like, you can see how much I'm rubbing in here just to try to get enough to show you guys, you know, the coloring of it. But there's definitely like a silicone feel to the formula. It's just very, very light. And I don't like that I can't easily apply this with either a brush or a sponge. It's tedious. So that's unfortunate, because I do really like both of the colors. I'm just going to try to build this up some more here. So there's a swatch of those. I wish the quality in this was better. Maybe there was a little bit more pigmentation to it, so it would pick up easier and go on your skin easier. But that is the Peanuts and Profusion Charlie Brown and Snoopy Bouncy Blush Duo right there. And the other thing I got from that collection is the Peanuts, the Gang's All Here 12 shade palette. I think this is the sticker that came with the blush, and the other sticker came with this one, because it says the Gang's All Here. And this is better. The eyeshadows in here are pretty nice. It creates like a soft, easy, wearable type of a look. Nothing to write home about or anything like that. The quality in here is better than the blush duo, in my opinion. So this guy's got a total of, do we see that on here? We do not see that. Oh, 0.38 ounces of product, and it is made in China. So again, super cute packaging on here as well. And then there's a little plastic piece inside of there with the names of the shades on it. And because I use this, you kind of can't see the cute little embossing of the characters that were in there. So you've got Linus, and then Snoopy, Charlie Brown. They're in there, but again, I've used this so you can't see them as well. And I know a lot of people have a lot of good luck with Profusion eyeshadows in general. I've got 2 of their large palettes, and they're pretty good for, especially for the price and the amount of product that you're getting. And these guys. And then these last 4. So that is the eyeshadow palette right there. Again, it's the gang's all here 12 pan eyeshadow palette from Profusion and the Peanuts collection. And I'm just slacking on buying makeup. I haven't been to Ulta in town. I haven't placed online orders. I've just been like super busy. And then also I think there's a sale maybe that's coming up on Sephora, and I've got quite a few items in that cart. But anyway, I'm slacking. Other than those products that I just showed you, that's all that I got in that I bought this week. So the rest of this is PR. I did get in some great PR packages. This first one is from Essence. They came out with a new mascara. It says Let's Go Tubing, introducing the new Lash Without Limits tubing mascara. No flakes, no smudging, just long lifted lashes that stray. And there's a new waterproof formula too, available for $4.99 at Ulta, essencemakeup.com, and TikTok shop. So I've actually been wearing this mascara here since I got this. I haven't used the waterproof version just yet, and I'm not going to open it because usually waterproof mascaras dry out a little bit quickly. But it does wash off easily and it doesn't smudge on me, which is super. I did get maybe a flake or two or something like that, but not bad at all. And again, it just brushes off my face. So I found that the easiest way to use this is to put a coat of it on and let that coat fully dry and then go back in with a second coat. And then that's usually enough. If I try to build it while it's still wet, it takes a little bit longer. So maybe with more use, as you know, the formula dries up a little bit, it won't do that. But that's how I found that it works the best. And I think it does give good volume and length, and it's super affordable as well. I do really like the wand too. It's a shorter spiky rubber bristle brush on there. So this is the mascara. Did I say that right? I think I did. That I have on today, but I've also got on false eyelashes, and I went over the false eyelashes with this mascara too. So I've had this on for a few hours, and you can see there's like no smudging or flaking or anything like that. So I've been pretty happy with this mascara. Again, if a mascara is gonna flake or smudge, I much prefer it to flake. And I only got, like I said, I've been wearing it all week, and I only got, I think I recall, 1 or 2 flakes in that time frame. So this has been a good one. So that is new from Essence. It's their Lash Without Limits Tubing Extreme Lengthening and Volume Mascara right there. And then Catrice sent me over the new Welcome to the Bright Side under eye brighteners. So it says, meet the newest addition to our under eye brightener family. They also have the potted under eye brighteners as well, but they came out with 4 shades of under eye brightener. So this is the box that it comes in right here. It says brightens under eye area for a refreshed look, silky texture glides on effortlessly, has a sponge tip applicator, light reflecting formula for a luminous finish, and it's $7, available on Amazon, TikTok shop, and CatriceCosmetics.com. There's a total of 10 milliliters or 0.33 fluid ounces in each of these, and they are made in Italy. So I'll start off with the one that's my shade. This is the pink one. And it has the packaging like the Charlotte Tilbury squeezy ones or whatever, where you twist this and then the product comes out, and then it's got this like, you know, fuzzy tip on it. So I'm going to put this one on first, and then I'm going to swatch the other shades. This is 010 Light Rose. So there's Light Rose, and there is Warm Nude number 020, and then we have Golden Toffee 030 and 040 Dark Mocha. So I'm going to probably pass on these 2 center shades, but I'm going to try the Dark Mocha shade for kind of a contour situation, because this formula feels quite hydrating. It actually feels kind of like an eye cream in my opinion. The pink shade could be a little bit brighter for my skin tone for underneath the eyes, and as you can see as I blend this out, that the pigment kind of shears out a little bit, kind of like a, you know, like a treatment type of a product. So when I have used this, I have liked it best layering it under something. By itself, I wish that it had like a little bit more coverage, but again, these are under eye brighteners. They're meant to kind of, you know, brighten the under eye. But as you can see right there, not a ton of coverage, and I like to use correctors a lot of the times as my sole like concealer type of a product. So I'm going to use this for layering, and you can see there isn't like visible shimmer or anything in there, but you can definitely see there's a bit of a like a glow factor from like the hydration of these. So like not a pearl, I don't want to say pearl or anything like that, because again, you can't see like visible sparkles, but there's a bit of luminosity in them. I think you can see that right there, but still going to toy around with this darker shade, but the light pink, or the pink shade, I do want to layer it with something that has a little bit more coverage than that, but I do like the hydration and brightening kind of properties that kind of gives. So those are, again, new from Catrice. They're their under eye brighteners. And these do come in a potted version as well. I also got in a PR package from Youth to the People. They sent over their new cleanser, which I was so excited to get because I really, really like Youth to the People cleansers, as we know. It says, ground yourself in calm. So this is the packaging that it came in. So it's the new adaptogens and snow mushroom oat oil lipids vitamins super shroom calm cleanser. I like everything about the way that sounds. It says reduces visible redness and soothes stressed skin, which I do have redness and dry skin. Gently purifies without stripping, provides 24-hour hydration post-wash. So this is the packaging here. And they also sent over their new and improved Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream. And I had been through one of these creams. It's been a while. And when I compare it to this one feels thicker. Like it has more hydration to it. I have been using both of these products since I've gotten them. I use the Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream at night. Obviously I layer it as I do with like all my treatment moisturized lotion products. But it's new and improved formula, repairs skin moisture barrier, starting at 1 hour, improves visible redness, tightness, dryness, rough texture, and dullness. And I do have, again, the dryness, redness, and you get that tightness from your skin being dry, you know. So again, I've been using these every night since I got them. And I know when I've talked about the superfood cleanser, the green one, the superfood greens, the cleanser from Youth to the People, some people said that they didn't get along with that one as well because their skin did feel dry. I've been using that like kind of nonstop for a hot minute. So I was really excited to try this one because that the superfoods one makes your skin feel so clean, and I really like that about it. For me, I don't get that dryness factor from it. So when I compare it to this one, it doesn't foam up. It's got this great slip to it. And at first I thought there's no way it's gonna like take off my residue of eye makeup and stuff like that, because I do use a double cleanse. I use a cleansing oil and then I go in with the cleanser, right? And it cleans really well, and it does feel like there's this hydration left on your skin after you use it. And sometimes that worries me because my skin doesn't necessarily feel squeaky clean, but it's hydrating the skin so it feels like it's got this almost like a light layer of a serum on after I wash it, and my skin's really been loving it. So it removes all of the remnants of makeup and stuff like that, gets my skin really clean, but it feels nice and like hydrated after I use it. So you can see I've been using it morning and night, and then I mix it with the Eminence strawberry rhubarb dermafoliant, the powder, every single morning because I do exfoliate my face because I use a tretinoin at night, and I have just really been enjoying this. So that's got a 8 fluid ounce bottle. I'm hoping that they do the refills in this guy as well, like they do with the Superfoods cleanser. And then this guy is made in the USA is what it says on there. So that's their new Adaptogens and Snow Mushroom Oat Oil Lipids Vitamins Super Shroom Calm Cleanser. Again, I like everything about the way that sounds. And then their moisturizer is a 2 fluid ounce glass jar. And a lot of moisturizers are 1.7 ounces, and Youth to the People's are always 2 ounce, which I like that about it. So this guy here is also made in the USA, and I've been enjoying this as well. So a huge thank you to Youth to the People for sending over their new cleanser and also their new and improved Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream. And then last but not least, Nomad came out with their kind of Halloween themed collection. They've been doing one of these for the past, this will be I think the 3rd year. So as you guys know, Haunted Europe is one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow palettes. I love Haunted USA as well. And now they have got the Witch City Salem Intense color palette, and it's actually a collection, which they haven't done a collection of products for a minute, but they came out with 3 lipsticks. So it says Destination Spooky Season in Salem, Massachusetts, which I have always wanted to go like so bad. I have never been, but I would really like to go to Salem, Massachusetts. And then palette is Classic Halloween, 9 wickedly smooth mattes and 9 spellbinding shimmers. So the palette is what I've actually got on my eyes today. Love it. I want to get a backup of Haunted Europe, Haunted USA, and this palette. So I'm going to kind of keep an eye on the website for probably around Black Friday or something. Maybe they'll do like a bundle deal and get backups of it, because everything about their packaging, the embossing in the shades themselves, the box packaging, I love everything about them. So this is the card that came in there. I love this house as well. And then here is the back of the card as well, so you can kind of read that. I'll start off with their 3 spellbinding lipsticks, and it says they're swirled with spectral color and shine and infused with nourishing oils. They're not limited edition, and it says that the collection is going to launch on Monday, August 25th around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Salem time, is what it says on their Instagram. So here are the boxes for the lipsticks, which make it so hard to like throw it away, and the details also inside. I mentioned it before, but Nomad has the best attention to detail. The actual packaging is a click style, and it is black, and there's little witch hats on there. And then it says Witch City Salem on there as well, and then the shade names are on the bottom. I've got the shade Witching Hour on my lips today. I've got it topped over MAC's Creme de Nude to kind of lighten up my lips a little bit, but I've worn this by itself as well, and it's just a really pretty fun bright gold lipstick. So these are actually made in China, so there's a beautiful marbling effect to them too with the shimmer in there. So I should probably, let me wipe off the top of this so I get the pure kind of lipstick on there. Just a really sparkly metallic gold. So that one there is the Witching Hour. There's a total of 0.12 ounces or 3.5 grams. And then we've got Hocus Pocus, which look at the bullet on this. I have not worn this one yet. Both of the next two are pretty dramatic, but very, very pretty how that looks. So again, this one is Hocus Pocus. So there is Hocus Pocus, and then the third shade is called Devil's Book. And mine, my package was in the mailbox when it was 98 degrees outside. So I put all of these lipsticks in the fridge because this guy here had melted a little bit. So that's why it kind of looks a little down there. But this is the, again, the Devil's Book shade, which is a really sparkly purple magenta. So those are the 3 lipsticks. Super, super fun that Nomad came out with some lipsticks. I don't think, because I'm pretty well versed in all of the collections that they've done. Like I had mentioned this before, I'd started off buying their eyeshadow palettes, and then before you know it, I bought everything that they had available. And now I'm on their PR list, so I'm so lucky. But I want them to get into highlighters again. It's been a while since they've done highlighters. But anyway, those are the lipsticks. And then we have got the eyeshadow palette. Again, it's what's on my eyes today. It's the Witch City Salem, Massachusetts. Coordinates the Witch House Inspiration, a Halloween classic. And the colors are very Halloween classic. There's something about the looks that I do in here that I just love every single one of them. There hasn't been a pairing of colors in this palette that I haven't loved. I've actually been wearing this as well since I got it. And you can see the same type of switching sticker on the front there as well, which I think is super cool. And then the rest of the packaging is a flat kind of matte cardboard. So this has got 18 shades or 0.05 ounces a piece or 1.5 grams, and it's manufactured at Nomad Labs in China. And I have basically, I think I've destroyed the majority of the embossing that was on here, because again, I've been using this palette pretty non-stop. But there was a pumpkin, a cauldron. Can't make those ones out anymore. I think this one was a bat. I know there was some cats in here too. There's a cat in this green pumpkin. You can see the mattes a little bit better, but it pretty much destroyed the ones that are shimmery. And these are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. one and done for me. Love every look that comes out of it. Again, I'm going to be on the lookout for a sale of sorts or a bundle deal or something with those 3 palettes, because I do want backups. Whether or not I go through them or not, the embossing and the detail of the palettes is just something that looks pretty, so pretty untouched. And then I know I'm going across when I probably should have went down, because as you can see there's like 6 pan like sections that kind of go together. I never go by that anyway though. I dip into all over the place, but you can kind of see that those little sections in the palette there. I forgot to do this green one, which was the 4th swatch in this row. And then this next row. There isn't a dud in the whole palette. And then the bottom row here. These guys, they're so soft. Isn't that stunning? It's just stunning. I love everything about this. Like, I just love it. There's a mirror in there as well. The packaging is awesome. So let me grab the other 2 palettes to show those as well next to this guy. So here is Haunted Europe right here. And they actually came out with Haunted Europe. So it's available right now. It was originally supposed to be limited edition, but there was a lot of people who loved it. So it's like the Salem one is just like a more intense version, but the Haunted Europe is like also kind of Halloweeny, but real grungy. I just absolutely love that palette. And then here is Ghost Town USA, which is also still available. And it's definitely more grungy neutral in comparison to the other 2. But I love all 3 of these palettes. Love them. And a massive thank you to Nomad for sending me over their latest collection. And that is actually everything that I have for the haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.